EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw completes a Freiermuth. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Straight ahead running. Here's McFarland. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The Steelers at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he's got room. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Warren will try the right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's Pickett. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Love. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Love. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Bo Melton. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
A big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
27-yard line.
Back to throw, Pickett. He finds his target, Allen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On the give, it's Warren. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Pickett going to keep it himself. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Pickett again. This time he looks to throw it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hurry, hurry.
After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Steelers 9, Packers 0.
Here we go.
2nd and 6.
They'll go again to Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Love.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Pickett now from the gun here. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when we talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A handoff for Warren.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Following the interception, Love. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys,
They've got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
27 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Ready. Hey, confused. Ready.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Down.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Shot. 17.
Love from the gun.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And inside give to Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 16-point deficit.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Pickett. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And take it right on the 30. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st down, going to the air with Love.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, this will be McFarland.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Final play of the 1st half. Here's Pickett.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the 3rd quarter.
Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That's taken in, Dontavian Wilkes.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
This pass complete to Melton.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 11-yard line.
On the ready. Steal. Check steal. 22 needle.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working out of the gun. Love. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score.
There he goes left side. Down to the 10 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nixon now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now, when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Play action this time with Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Going back to Love. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Pickett backed up into his end zone here.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick, 1st and 10. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And bulldozing his way through. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Love. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now here is another interception.
And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And that's caught inside the 35. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Steelers 38, Packers 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nixon now from his end zone. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Love now.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down, Love to pass.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Love will try with his legs.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. On 3rd down, Love.
That is caught.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft complete.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. Steeler touchdown.
What has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, Love.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
10 cycles.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Check, man.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Ultra. Hut.
Off the play fake, Love.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
1st down, Packers.
Love from the gun.
He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Anders Carlson now for the point after.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Next to score, Steelers 45, Packers 17.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Running left, it's Warren.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Pickett going to bootleg it.
They'll roll him out right.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Well, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Back ready. Hey, go Fury. Speed on blue. Ready.
One last shot now for Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Play action now, Prescott. And his first pass is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott down.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Prescott now from the 50. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Cousins now on 2nd down.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
55 yards.
And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Cowboys 0. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at that 18-yard line.
2nd down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Prescott on 1st down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
First down 10 at the 45-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Cousins again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Vikings.
Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Cousins again.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th.
To throw, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Ball delivered complete on the crossing route Gallup. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 20, here's 2nd and 4.
To throw is Prescott.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Cousins on 1st down.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cousins to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
In it to win it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him the 1st down.
And the Cowboys.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Here's Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Vikings 6-yard line.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
This is our last chance. Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 53.
Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
19 yards. First down, Minnesota.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they take a knee. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The final 2nd ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll field this at the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
On play action, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now they're in the hurry up.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Prescott down.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Prescott now from the 50. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings.
Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 6. It brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Following the interception, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action now, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play fake, Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Prescott off play action. Out to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboy. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard.
Prescott on 1st down.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And quickly they get to the line.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
2nd down, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Cousins.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Now Cousins.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Prescott. Complete. Pollard.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Here comes second down. To throw, Prescott.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Alexander Madison, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try.
They'll run it with Madison.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it.
And now here is another interception.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. Well, on the one side...